Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, and I am back for another game accessibility overview video. This time we are going to be taking a look at the accessibility features in Far Cry 6. Now, ordinarily I'd be looking at these on the PC, but we have gotten to the point where some of these next-gen games are just a little too much for my current computer to handle, and so we are looking at the PlayStation 5 version in this case. And also I want to give you guys a disclaimer. This game was provided to me by Ubisoft. They reached out and did provide me with a review code, a review copy of this game for the PS5. So this is one that I did not purchase myself. Just want to make that clear. But I do want to cover the game's accessibility in this video, and then I might do a little bit of a longer spotlight gameplay video afterward. But, you know, especially for these AAA games that are starting to include a lot more of accessibility features, I want to cover that type of thing as close as I can to release if possible. So here we are in the pause menu of Far Cry 6. And the good news is we do have text-to-speech. Now, the bad news is I would kind of say that I would not call this game totally blind friendly, because the first question I know I'm going to get is, can this be played by someone who's totally blind? Independently, I don't think so. Even as a low vision gamer myself, I do still have some issues here and there, just navigating like the open world and seeing the objectives and enemies and things, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But we do, like for low vision users, we do have text-to-speech, so menu narration is a thing, both like on the main menu, the pause screens, your inventory, all of that kind of thing. So I'm going to go all the way over to System. And here's where we have
inventory,
our menu, and I'm going to go into some of the stuff here so you can see. Now, the one thing I will say is the text-to-speech is kind of an interesting voice. I'm not quite sure what voice it is, and there's a male and a female voice that they have on offer here. And so it doesn't seem to use the PlayStation voice or the Windows voice or, you know, whatever. It has its own kind of narration. And this one's kind of got this little Irish accent kind of a thing, which I kind of dig, actually. I would say it kind of feels like a compact iOS voice, though. Like it's sort of, well, compressed. Kind of a lo-fi voice. Maybe not as clean, high-res voice as maybe some of the ones that you're used to hearing. And so, you know, sometimes you may want to turn down the music of the game, especially so you can hear what the voice is saying. And what you can do if you're low vision, you can use your analog stick to move this round cursor here, because that's what you would do by default. But if you use the D-pad, then it will snap between. It will hush. You can use the arrows on the D-pad, and you can get around. So
press R1 button.
Let's go options.
Presets, options that improve accessibility throughout the game. L2 button, disable menu narration. Circle button.
Now L2 you can disable or enable narration at any time. So maybe during gameplay, like the cool thing is it will tell you when you run into items in the world that you can interact with. It'll tell you what the prompts say. So if you walk up to somebody, it says hold whatever to speak, or you know your animal hold X to pet. For picking up weapons or items in the world, it'll tell you those kinds of things, which is cool. And as your mission objectives that are tracked get updated, they will also read those. And if you hit left on the D-pad, I believe it is at any time, it seems to track those, and you can hear what that mission is. And what I will say is just throughout gameplay, it seems like every few minutes, if not more often, the text-to-speech will just chime in and kind of keep telling you what your mission objectives are, because it's happened to me the last couple times I've played this a little bit. But here we go.
Presets.
Let's go into presets.
Vision preset. Custom. 1 of 20. Use left button and right button to change option value. This preset can be used to increase visual accessibility when in the menus and in gunplay by enabling several options that are located in other options menus. Below you can find all the options that are affected by this preset, which can be manually tweaked to tune the preset to your needs. Tweaking options below will also change them in other options menus. Press R1 button to switch to the hearing tab, triangle button, revert settings, L2 button, disable menu narration, circle button, back.
Circle. I kind of like that, like I said, that kind of Irish accent he's got going there. So I just let it read to you the entire overview of that preset. So what's nice is you can have these presets a la like The Last of Us 2 did something different. It's really cool to see there's different presets for like hearing and vision, or hearing, vision, motor, those kinds of different things. But then each one of those you can say, it'll say custom, because you can go into each one of those and just tweak whatever setting that you want. So let's go down. There. Okay, hang on.
Vision preset. Menu narration, speaker 1, 2 of 20.
So here's speaker 1. I'm going to hit right arrow.
Menu narration is enabled. Menu narration speed, normal, 3 of 20. Use left button and right button to change option value. Set the speed of menu narration. This setting is also changed when enabling or disabling.
Slow press R1 button to switch to the hearing
So the one
tab.
thing I don't
Normal
like
press
about
R1
speed, I
button
wanted to
switch
show
the
you
hearing
that.
tab, triangle button, revert settings, L2 button, disable menu narration,
Hush.
circle button, back.
It kind of does the weird thing that I honestly didn't expect to happen. There's a slow, medium, and fast. But the problem is, I would speed it up a little bit, but it actually changes the pitch, just like those analog tape players we used to use way back in the day. So when I saw them, like, oh cool, they added speed, but I was genuinely kind of surprised that they actually changed the pitch along with the speed. Now, if you have a separate pitch slider, that's totally cool. In fact, that would be a welcome slider. But I wouldn't tie the speed to the pitch, because somebody might want to have a lower pitch voice or a higher pitch voice, but at a faster or lower speed. So that I'm not too keen on the way they implemented that. I mean, I'm glad the option is there, but I think that could be tweaked a little bit more. Maybe have the pitch and the speed separate.
Menu narration.
Let's go.
Menu narration.
Menu narration is enabled.
I want my Scottish-Irish guy.
Menu narration volume 904 of
Now,
20.
I turned that
Use
up
left
a little
button,
bit because I
right
found...
button to change option value. Set the volume of menu narration. Press R1 button.
Yeah.
The hearing tab, triangle button, revert settings, L2 button, disable menu narration, circle button, back.
So, I like the fact that they do have a separate volume for that, because what I was finding is, especially if there's a lot of music going on, there's explosions, or like in the prologue, there was a lot of things happening in a couple places. And as it's reading you the tutorial, some of that would kind of get lost, especially with the sort of, maybe what I would say, like I said, lower-fi, compressed sounding version of the voice. So being able to up that, I might even, you know what, I'm going to up it to 95.
95, press R1 button. UI and font scaling increased. 5 of 20.
UI font scaling, that is cool. We can make that big.
Enemy outline on.
Enemy outline, that is cool.
And right button to change option value.
And on the right hand side,
outlines enemies with a yellow
they show you.
Color of the outline can be changed in colors tab of hub.
Yep, so you can change the color, which I did. It's a bright white.
Enemy outline color 7 of 20. Change color of enemy out. Pick up outline on 8 of 20.
Pick up outline, just again, something like Left 4 Dead or a lot of other games.
Pick up outline color.
And you can set the color of that. That's beautiful.
Subtitles on 10 of 20. Use left
Now
button
look at
and
that
right
subtitle
button to change
example.
option value. Enable to display subtitles. This setting is also changed when
That is
enabling or
glorious.
disabling the following
He's babbling away
accessibility
here.
presets. Vision, hearing, cognitive. Press R1 button to switch to the hearing tag. Triangle button. Without settings. L2 button.
Shush! He just keeps... I'm trying to not talk over him, but he just keeps blabbing. So having a shut-up key would be kind of nice. But, I mean, what I really like is I left them on, especially just so you could see when we're in the game. You have the black background behind it. You can customize that. You can customize the subtitle size. Like, you'll see some of the other subtitle options as we go down here. But, I mean, look at how nice that text is. Man, if I could just make all UI text that big, like even the menu text here, you know... That's one thing that I wish more games would do, is they do that good for subtitles, but then they're like, yeah, the interface, they can still read the small text there. So I kind of wish the same, I want to see going forward, having the same level of customization that you have for these subtitles, put them in the UI, you know, make the menu text that big. Because maybe if somebody doesn't necessarily want to use text-to-speech and they want to have bigger menus, that would be glorious.
Subtitle size large 11.
So large, there we go. That's awesome.
Subtitles background visibility black.
Black background.
Reticle sway off.
You can turn reticle sway on or off.
Lock on aim on 17 of 20.
Now lock on aim, I'm going to talk about that in a sec.
To change option value, enable to automatically follow target while aiming, allowing for comfortable shooting during target movement. This setting is also changed when enabling or disabling the following accessibility preset. Vision, motor, press R1 button to switch to the
right, so that's some good information there.
Without settings, L2 button,
in practice,
circle button, back.
During gameplay, I found the lock-on to be a little iffy. You kind of have to be fairly close, it seems, for that to work consistently. And even then, it kind of wigs out a little bit here and there. But especially with, and as I show you a little bit of the gameplay toward the end of this video, especially if I'm using a controller, I find the lock-on to be really helpful because you're looking at very detailed environments in this game. A lot of like forests and kind of jungly areas and just everything with, you know, enemies blending in, that kind of a thing. And by the time I figure out where somebody is, you know, the enemy outlines do help. You have little kind of white bars or the bars above them too that kind of shows where they are and shows that, you know, what their health is. That can be really helpful, but sometimes it's just there's so much chaos. Having that lock-on is really nice, but I wish it, like I said, it kind of, especially if they're a little ways away from you, it's not the best at picking them up. And like, if they're really close to me, odds are, then I can probably see them. It's where they're kind of off a little bit in the distance where I could still physically shoot them, to where I might need a little bit of help to say, hey, oh, there's a guy hiding in that shrub back there.
Camera shakes.
So camera shakes, I left those on, but you can turn them off or lower. What was that one? Poisoned and drunk effects, yes, like blurring and that. You can turn those off if you want.
Enable to set poisoned and drunk effects on the screen. Please co-op. Far Cry 6 is fun with friends. Join or invite another player to complete
okay.
And earn more rewards.
Let me see here.
Co-op. Far Cry 6.
No.
EGFH1 in Guerrilla Camp Solo. Cross button.
Okay.
Info.
Why are you being?
Controls.
Okay, so.
HUD. Options that affect the HUD during gunplay. L2 button. Disable menu narration.
Here's another weird thing I have to talk about with the menu snapping when you're using the D-pad. It's a little confusing because sometimes when you open a menu and you land on them, it could be a menu. It could be like one of your other tabs where you have like your inventory or your map or something. it's weird because you would instinctively, especially if you couldn't see anything, like I have the advantage of I can kind of see what's being highlighted there and we're at the bottom. It doesn't automatically start you, like if I were to hit down on the D-pad, it doesn't really just automatically start you at the top item. Sometimes it'll land you on some weird little control off on the right side of the screen or on the left side of the screen. And what I found is there's a lot of times where instead, to get to the, like that menu, that's vertical menu on the left side of the screen, I have to hit left on the D-pad and then I arrow up because it snaps to the lower part of it. And then I have to arrow back up to the top. So it does snap. It does snap, but it's really bizarre in the way that it sometimes doesn't really consistently, like I could totally see, especially, I mean, I've even gotten muddled up in a couple of the, like the crafting screen menus a couple times, but like, I could see somebody getting kind of confused because they don't quite know where they landed, where they're starting. And so I've seen that sort of happen a little bit, and I think it depends on where your physical round cursor guy is to where it might decide to plop you when you start using your D-pad. But you have presets for like hearing and motor, they said. Like I can try to go back in here because it was wigging out on me a little bit here. Let me go into right.
Vision preset, custom, 1 of 20. Use left button and right button to change option value.
Come on.
Menu narration.
See, I should be able...
20. Use left button and right button to change...
Okay, here we go. So here we go, right bumper. Okay, so...
Preset, custom, 1. Master volume.
We got master volume.
Radio music volume.
Radio music for the vehicles.
Dial volume.
Dialogue.
Score music.
Score music, which is separate. That's cool.
Sound effects volume.
And sound effects.
Subtitles.
And there you got your subtitles again.
Subtitles size.
Size and opacity.
Names in subtitles background visibility.
Oh, and you also have
names in subtitles.
Names in subtitles, so you know who's speaking. That's good.
Sound subtitles.
Okay, so I can turn like sound effects on to, like, if there's an explosion or gunfire or whatever.
Chat wheel on.
Chat wheel.
Use left button.
Okay.
Right button.
See, so now I hit down, and instead of staying there, it went to some co-op thing. And I'm not quite sure...
Select. Press R1 button to switch to the motor.
Okay, let's try this now. Okay, let's go... See, now I gotta go all the way to the top again.
Reticle sway.
It's really weird.
Reticle sway.
So we got...
Repeated presses on.
We can turn repeated presses on or off.
And right button. Camera shakes.
Camera shake, turn that on, off, or medium.
Vibration 100.
Vibration, not just on or off, but you got a slider.
Aiming assists on.
Aiming assists.
Lock on aim on.
Lock on.
Lock on duration 10.
And then you got a lock on duration.
Convert holds to presses off.
Holds to presses. That's cool.
Aim type.
Aim type is hold or toggle.
Crouch type, toggle.
Crouch type is toggle or hold.
Weapon wheel interaction, hold.
Okay, hold, I can again hold or toggle.
Trigger effect function on. 15 of 17.
Trigger effect function.
And right button.
I'm not quite sure. I think that might have something to do with the DualSense.
Adaptive triggers on.
Adaptive triggers, yeah, on. That's cool.
And right button.
For me anyway. Yeah, see, so now I'm on something else. Okay, where... Hold on. Okay, you know what? You're annoying me. Yeah, where the heck... Okay, so I physically moved with the analog stick.
Cognitive preset.
So we have a cognitive even.
Left button and reticle sway off. Aiming assists.
Aiming assist.
Repeated presses.
Repeat.
Camera shakes. Subtitle. Subtitles.
So you see how there's a lot of
7
repeat,
17. You
but they're
select
making
button
it
and
possible
right
so that
button
you're
to
gonna
change option
find
value.
whatever you're
Change the
looking for, no
subtitle
matter what
size.
category
This
you
setting is also
choose.
changed. Names and subtitles.
Names and subtitles,
Subtitles. Vibration.
vibration.
Sprint type. Classic. 11
Okay,
of
sprint
17.
type.
En-
Oh,
enemy outline. Color.
enemy outline. Yep,
14.
I can see where that would be cognitive stuff, and then your item
Audio
outline.
dynamic range.
So you're gonna have a lot of
Motion.
these different things.
Cognitive. Motion.
Okay, motion. Let me.
Motion preset. Custom. Reticle sway off. Camera shapes.
Okay, so yeah, this is
Use
just like, okay,
use
your
left button
things
and right
moving
button to
around. I know
change
people
option
get
value.
motion
Adjust
sick
camera
and
shake
it can be
intensity during
overload.
colors.
And then you've got your colors. Look at all these color things that you can do. That's how cool is that?
Colors. Colorblind mode.
So we've got
Your
colorblind
AC.
modes,
Red color group 3.
red color,
Blue color group.
blue,
Yellow color.
yellow,
Enemy laser color 6 of 8.
enemy laser
Each
color.
color
Oh
laser
wow,
beam
okay,
targets
I
an
forgot
enemy.
that some of this was
Red
in
bar.
there.
Reticle color on enemy.
Reticle color
Reticle color while aiming 8 of 8.
and aiming. That I really like.
PG240X neutral color 10 of 18. Change the neutral color on the PG240X temperature meter. Press
Oh
R1
wow,
button
okay.
to switch to the vision tab. Triangle button without setting 5 signals.
Okay, so there you go.
Vision preset.
Come on.
Custom,
All right.
1 of
So
presets, options that improve accessibility throughout the game.
I'm gonna
Press
let it.
R1 button to switch to the hearing tab. L2 button. Disable menu narration.
I'm letting
Circle
it
button,
finish.
Back.
So those are some of your accessibility menus. You have things for your HUD. I mean, there's a lot of different things. There's gameplay tweaks, there's visual, audio, cognitive, motor. I like the fact that you have the presets. I like the fact that the settings are duplicated in a lot of different places, because no matter what you happen to be looking for, you may find the settings are like, oh yeah, that kind of would help me. So it's kind of nice that they've done that. I will say, like I said, when you get to the bottom or top of a menu, and it does seem to be, as I've moved the analog cursor pointer around, it does seem to have an effect on where the menu starts. So that does seem to be an issue. So when you enter a new screen, especially if you have, let's say, low vision or you're blind, you may just want to like arrow up. It's going to take a little bit of exploring before you're able to kind of figure out. So maybe if they have a way to say, when I start using the D-pad, let me arrow down, and then it'll automatically start from the top instead of starting from some random place that may or may not be in the menu. Like, I'm not sure. So there's a co-op thing somewhere on the screen, and so it was fixated on that. So it does have text-to-speech, but there is a little bit of goofiness to the UI here and there. Let's see.
Menu narration is disabled.
So I turn narration
Menu
off,
narration is enabled.
turn that on with the left bumper. That is really cool.
Options, press R1 button to
So we can switch here
options
between our tabs.
Sagrado checkpoint, rank 1, Isla Santuario, capture the F&D checkpoint, destroy the propaganda billboard and clear the checkpoint.
So these are
Capture
different
the
types of
F&D
objectives.
checkpoint.
You have
Rewards, Guerrilla Experience, acquire Guerrilla Experience and rank up by completing operations. Map.
And here's your map. Now I wonder, this is one thing I haven't tried yet.
Sagrado checkpoint.
Oh, nice. It will snap between map points. Oh, that's beautiful. That's cool. I love that.
Clara's Camp, Guerrilla Hideout. Fast travel currently unavailable during this mission. Square button.
Yep, because I'm already there. But if I...
Arminate Town. Fast travel currently unavailable during this mission.
Oh, okay. So I'm in a mission, apparently.
Press R1 button to switch to the arsenal.
And here's our arsenal tab. So we have our weapons that we have armor, our pants, and we've got headgear, we've got boots, we've got pants, we've got like your jacket and whatever. And there's so many layers. Like I can't go into everything, otherwise I'd be here all day. But all of this stuff does speak. You can upgrade weapons, you can modify weapons, you have different bullet types for different guns. So like, regular bullets, hollow point bullets, whatever. I mean, there's so many layers upon layers. Like I said, some of the menus might be a little bit confusing here and there, but they do all speak, which I think is, for me anyway, is absolutely very helpful. So let's say that I wanted to change my shirt.
Fugitive jersey, 1-star quality.
So I've got my fugitive jersey. Have I picked up any more?
Fugitive jersey, 1-star quality. Spranger coat, 1-star quality. Chest gear search gorilla paths.
And I don't have that yet.
From a camp facility or one's arms dealer. Square button.
But it tells me where I can get them, so that's cool.
Exterminator.
So there is your...
Launch a series of rockets that lock onto enemies and explode on impact.
Even when I leave the menu, it still talks.
Molotov installed. Gadget 2 of 4. Baseball installed. Gadget 3 of 4.
Hush.
Installed. Gadget 4.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to...
Mods. Mod 1 of 3. Empty. No mod installed within this socket.
Shut
Installed.
up.
Mod 2 of 3. Empty. No mod installed within this socket.
Um...
Installed. Mod 3 of 3. Artillery supremacy. Improves supernal damage. Locked. Triangle button.
I'm trying to get him to shut up.
Press button. Change. Press R1 button to switch to the Amigos tab. Circle button. Back.
Okay. Alright, so we finally got him to be quiet. So... there are some issues with, like, it can be a little bit laggy on the text-to-speech sometimes, and sometimes he'll just keep yapping away at you even after you leave a message, or leave, like, a menu or something. And the reason I also wanted to start a mission objective here is because when you are listening to the character voiceover, you can't also overlay text-to-speech with that. So if you want to decline or accept a mission, you have to wait until that character is done speaking. So I'm going to walk up to this lady here. Yep, that's cool. So look at those subtitles. They're huge. They're great. So now
Hold square button, talk.
Hold square button, talk. So your in-world prompts talk. Before we do that, I want to show you my buddy here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, dude, I have a big old freaking crocodile alligator thing. Hey, come here. I want to pet you. Oh, want to let me pet? Why won't you let me pet you right now?
Hold square button. Collect scraps.
Okay, we grab that, but I want to pet you. Okay, well, I want to... maybe I'm in the... maybe I can't do it in the fort? Maybe I can only do it in the wild? But yeah, dude, he is my little chomp friend right now. Because I brought a guy back to the camp. And, yeah, I can... that's pretty rad. So let's talk to her.
I don't need to tell you that Viviro is the lifeblood of Castillo's regime.
Now if I arrow...
work camps to produce it all over Yara.
See, it doesn't talk.
Plantations use outcasts as slaves to grow the tobacco plants they turn into Viviro. These are our people, Danny. Beaten, tortured, sprayed by poison chemicals. There's a camp on this island. We tried to destroy it when we invaded. We failed. Now, we're going to finish the job. Julio is waiting for you at a nearby barn.
Right. So now...
accept and track.
Now I can
Decline.
do it. So I can't hear... they can't overlay, or they don't currently overlay the text-to-speech voice. Like, maybe I've already heard that mission briefing, or for whatever reason I don't need to hear the whole conversation. I do like to listen to it for... the context, and I get a better idea of what I'm going to be doing. But you do have to wait.
Decline. Accept.
So let's accept.
Hit that slave camp hard. Suerte.
So I want to, like I said, this isn't going to be...
Meet Julio. He's waiting for me at Pires Farms.
So meet Julio, or in his case, Julio. I want to show you around the world a little bit because I want to show you a few things that, like I said, are still a little bit tough even as a low vision user. So we can move around, we can look around here. It's just your, standard first person shooter stuff. So we'll go down here. Hey buddy, I want to pet you. Why won't you let... Okay, well, we'll go in the real world here and then...
That truck looks mean as hell.
Hell yeah. He's my buddy.
You better be willing to die for our cause.
Oh, yeah, you don't lip off to me, I'll sick my crocodile on you. How about that?
Hold square button. Talk disabled. Hold
So here we go.
primary weapon to
Here
circle
is
button.
our workbench. And
circle button. Back. Primary weapon 1 circle
I got a
button.
primary
Back.
weapon.
Primary weapon to circle button. Back.
Primary weapon 2.
Primary weapon 3 circle button.
3.
Sidearm circle button.
Sidearm.
Primary weapon 1 circle button. Supremo circle button.
Supremo. Oh, that's going to be fun. We get a flamethrower. Heck yeah. But you can go into each one of those and you can go into like add-ons and gadgets and upgrades and bullets, and there's all kinds of crazy nonsense that you can get around in there. So there's a lot of your UI. Now I do also want to mention, while we're walking out of camp here, I can't really talk much about it, but I did actually get to experience this game a little bit earlier, quite a bit earlier this year, as part of a playtest and for accessibility. And that's really all that's really all I can say due to like NDA stuff. But it is really cool to see like some of your thoughts and suggestions implemented into a game. I mean, that's really cool. So now that I've left the camp, I have my weapon. I can hold L1 to bring up my weapon wheel. Now, interestingly, this does not talk, so I use my right stick to choose what weapon I want. That could be a place where you probably want that to talk and tell you like what weapon that you're equipping. So we got a pistol there, we got another gun there, we got a rifle there, we got our gun that we had out before. So we're gonna go unarmed for now because we kind of want to be unarmed. That way we don't piss off the locals, unless they're, guards or anything, but like your random citizens and even other people. Okay, can I pet you now? Hey.
Hold square button.
Yeah, look at this guy. Guavo. You gonna snap at me again? Oh yeah. Look at that guy. That's cool. That is cool. So yeah, we don't... you can get other ones too, like there's...
Time for a test drive of that Supremo. Now if things get too heavy with the soldados, just pull the trigger. But one tiny thing you should know. The Supremos are in an experimental phase.
Use
They
Zipline.
need time to breathe after you
A Zipline.
so they don't
Cross button.
overload and
Use
kill you.
Zipline.
Could have told me before I strap one to my back.
Let that Supremo feed off the blood of your enemies.
Yeah.
What?
You'll get it, Danny.
That guy is crazy. He's like this drunk guy.
Supremos.
Who knows how to build anything.
Built by one that offers
All right.
unique abilities. Touchpad button. Learn more.
So we can use our Zipline, as it were called. No, just kidding. It's a zip line, but you got to make fun of Texas speech every once in a while. But there we go. We got our zip line. Now we are out of our camp, and we can just wander around a little bit. I'm just gonna go off the track a little bit. But I mean, look at the detail of this environment. I mean, I'm running this on the PS5. It actually looks better on my TV than it does on the computer monitor because I'm mirroring this with my PlayStation Remote app, so I can record this video to my PC. So that's what we're doing. But I mean, the detail, enemies can just blend in. So having those outline, those colored outlines. You can change the color of your reticle. You can change item. You can change people outlines, enemy outlines, all of this kind of stuff. So if we want to, we can go through here.
Feeding that fucking thing.
Go get 'em, guerrilla.
Alrighty. Now, if I wanted to, I'm not gonna, but I could hit right on the D-pad and I could point at somebody, and that's basically the sick 'em command. I can order my little crocodile to unleash the fury, and then if somebody starts attacking me, Mr. Guavo will go to town on some people. So that's fun. Yeah, I like having my little buddy right now. Having a crocodile that is on my side for once, not gonna lie, pretty sweet. So this is the town, I believe. I think this is right around the area where I picked up the guy that was just on our radio. So, let me hit the touchpad. I'll bring up the map.
Fire and Fury, Operation Clarigarte, rank. When you and Julio are going to attack the prison camp, burn it to the ground with the Supremo One gave you. We need to hit Castillo where it hurts and send a message that Libertad is still in the fight. Square button and track. Press R1 button to switch to the Arsenal tab. L3 button, center.
So let's center, and this tells us where we are. I can zoom in.
Circle button, back.
So I need to basically turn about a little over 90 degrees to the left to go toward that. So yeah, there's a big old hill around there. Let's run a little bit here. So I probably shouldn't have gone through. I guess we can go back through here. You do have stamina. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to play too much, but I want to show you... Well, yeah, we're kind of in like a narrow... screw it. Let's just go back through. Because there's at least, even if I don't go to the objective, there's just more places to go. The world opens up on this side of the little container. So you can find vehicles, you can find horses, and you can travel that way. There are outposts that you have to destroy. There are checkpoints. There are little village things. Sounds like a motorcycle or something. But yeah, we can, let's head up this road here. I have a binocular.
L2 button, R2 button.
And I can zoom in here that I can like mark enemies and stuff. So this, I could go try to kill some dudes, which I just might do.
That's not good.
All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun.
When?
Get him! Yeah! So, ow! Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, give me my... Okay, what happened to my... Why can't I do my gun? Oh, this is bad. Hold on. Oh, because I'm in the frickin'... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So let's see what it snaps onto. Ouch! Okay, we just did something bad here. Hopefully our health will recharge a little. So we've just unleashed a whole bunch of chaos. But we got our buddy Killer Croc on the case, so he's gonna do his thing. I've started some fires. Okay, we locked onto that one. I can use my knife. Ow! Come here. Alright, let's shoot him. Okay. Bad dog. Okay, who is shooting me? I need to up my mouse or my controller sensitivity, because it is... Can I blow that up? Uh-oh, hold on, I gotta heal. There we go. See, it's not really locking on. That's the thing, is... I know they're over there, but I'm purposely not manually aiming as much because I want to show you.
Square button. Reload.
Okay, we've got a tower, but we've still got our music. Oh, you know what? I wonder, let's see, is there a ladder here somewhere? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on, I'm going to back up here. No, that won't explode, I don't think. Bum, 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 bum. And I want to look for things, I want to look for prompts, too, because I want to show you where it says, like, you know, press or hold. So I can carry bodies to hide them if I were doing stealth. Well, that went out the window a long time ago because there's corpses everywhere. But there's got to be a way. Okay, here we go. Anything you can grab? I think this is the one I raided before. Just so happens I came back and enemies resupplied. So they're back. So let me go into the pause.
Map. Journal. System.
I can go.
Store. Options. Press R1 button.
Options. Preset. Vision. I'm going to go down.
Enemy outline color. 7 of 20. Change color of enemy outlining to see changes.
Now I
enemy
wonder.
Outline option have to be enabled. Press R1 button to switch to the hearing tag.
Okay, so it didn't tell me.
Narration volume 9.5. 4 of 20. Credits.
Okay, now we're back in. So I switched him again. I had it white the other night, but it didn't save or something. Alright, so what I was... Oh, is there a dude? Okay, there's a guy that's seeing me. Where the heck are you? So it's straight ahead. Okay, there's a diamond. Oh. Oh, you're dead now, lady. But you see that outline? That was really nice. Let's see, what else can I show you? Let's hop in this truck here. How about... Oh, well, that truck has seen better days. I don't think I want to get in that. There's some steam or smoke coming out of that hood. I don't think that's... somebody's going to shoot that, and it's going to go real bad. So you see that diamond there? That is our objective. Now, and right now, it stands out because we've got a lot of darker trees and stuff. So let me holster this because that lady's freaking out. Alright, so we're holstered. What? I thought you weren't going to shoot me, so I was going to leave you alone, but you wanted to be killed, so I guess I'll oblige you. So having those outlines really does help. Oh yeah, and if like killer dogs come after you, yeah, King Croc will just he'll make work of them. He'll handle them no problem. But there are wild animals. There are like wild boars I've seen so far. There's probably bears or something. Ooh, what do we got in here? I haven't been in here yet. Because I do want to show you the accessibility of the game itself and not just menus. Because menus, you know, they're helpful to know. Alright, I'm on it. Dude, I put the weapon away. God, you gave it 2 seconds. Now you're going to pay the wrath of Croc. You want some of this? Alright, man. You wanted it. If you would have gave me 1 more second, I would have holstered my weapon. But no. Somebody had to be jumpy. Well, whatever this place is, we're going to loot it now. Okay. Now that we've... I want to go see what's up those stairs real fast. And then since there is a vehicle here, I can show you what driving looks like as well. Collect it. So we want to collect as many of these resources. We want to scavenge as much as we can. There's metal, there's parts. Again, you can like hunt animals and get upgrade parts for that. You know, like you'll use all of that stuff in your crafting and upgrade menus. Oh wow, they're just... everyone's hostile to me.
He's waiting for me at the PS farms.
Yeah, you see how you're not gonna want to do that, because I'm gonna gut you. Oh, I thought it was gonna go into a... Okay. Everybody's just mad at me. Like, I even had my weapon holstered and they're still... Ah, uh-oh. Yeah, get him, Crocky. Yeah. You mess with me, you mess with my four-legged friend, son.
Gold square button.
Okay, this kind of turned into a low vision spotlight, as well as an accessibility video.
Julio, he's waiting for me at PS R3 button. Carry doggy.
Just be careful. The soldiers there are better equipped and better trained.
Oh, lovely. Oh. So this is a tunnel that goes to a new area. Okay, so we won't go that way. But let's go into this vehicle here.
Hold square button. Enter as driver. Up button. Show controls.
Alright. Let's see how bad I suck at driving. I gotta turn around in this narrow... Oh yeah, we got some rockin' tunes here. Hey buddy! Hey, what's up? You better run. Sorry, dude. Car wins every time. We'll just cruise around for a moment or two here. And some depends on, like, some vehicles are easier to see than others. You know, you have the dash cam. I can look around a little bit. So we're just gonna, you know, cruise around a little bit. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. That's totally my fault. I totally did not mean to do that. The brakes on this thing suck. Probably don't want to... Oh, visually impaired driver on the road, so you probably don't want to be on the road right now. Just saying. But I am enjoying this. Like, there are, you know, again, I'm playing on a lower difficulty, mainly because of vision. You know, I'm seeing things and having the proper lock-on working the way I want it to. You know, by the time I get to see where an enemy is, I don't want to be dead. I've done a few missions. I've poked around a few checkpoints. I've poked around. Let's hop out here. So it's just seamless, just like that. You know, you got your typical open world type thing here. But that is a little look at Far Cry 6. It is available on most of your modern platforms. I'm not sure if... I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's on last gen Xbox One, PS4, but those are not the highlighted versions. If you have a PC that can run it, and I think the system requirements are fairly high, because I know that I wouldn't want to run it on my current rig, at least until I get it upgraded. Hopefully later this month, as I'm recording this, I may have a shiny new computer, so we may be able to remedy that soon. But it is also available on the PS5 and your Xbox Series X and S systems. Again, this game looks beautiful. Like I said, sometimes having the graphics look as good as they do can actually make things a little harder visually, because, you know, there is so much detail. But having those outlines really, really helps. And I don't think they had it when I was trying it earlier. But there is a bold option, so it kind of bolds some of the outlines and stuff. You can have it normal or bold. That was one of my suggestions. So, kudos to Ubisoft and company. Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to the objective right now. We're just wandering around causing a whole bunch of mayhem. I mean, I do have a flame... You know what? If I can find some dudes... I think the only proper way to end this video... Are you friendly or not?
Finally.
Are you friendly?
Gold square button. Talk.
I'm not going to bullshit you. I wanted to do this alone, but Clara gave me an order.
I can handle myself.
Don't give a shit.
So did I just happen to walk into my objective?
Right now, but instead, I get you.
And I'm supposed to be in Miami. But instead,
I totally didn't even plan this. This was purely by accident.
Truth?
Enough talk. Step 1, we hit the tobacco. Step 2, we destroy their poison supply.
Yeah, so what I was going to do...
We get the fuck out of there, and Castillo gets a nice...
Is...
Got it.
Take this gear.
Since we have the flamethrower...
Fire, and more importantly, Castillo's fucking poison.
Fire and Fury, meet Julio. Fire and Fury, equipped with bullets and hazmat mask. I'd better suit up with that gear Julio gave me.
Okay. So, we can
Changing gear.
put...
Change your gear in the arsenal menu. Touchpad button. Learn more.
So let's go there.
Hazmat mask. 2-star quality. Headgear strong constitution. Protects your eyes from fugitive jersey. 1-star quality. Chest gear casual set. 4/4.
Oh, I think it might already be enabled.
Hazmat mask.
Because it looks like I didn't have anything on my head before.
Constitution. Protects your eyes from poison.
Let me make sure.
Hazmat mask. 2-star quality. Headgear.
Yeah, it seems like it is equipped.
Protects your eyes from poison set. 1/5.
Okay.
MS-16.
Is there anything else we gotta put on? Wait, where's my...
Munitions pants. 1-star quality. Leg gear sight.
Oh, I got other... Oh, I have the...
Munition.
Fugitive. Okay, I think I have everything equipped that we're supposed to.
4/4.
Get that gear on.
Chest gear equipped. Wrist gear equipped. Leg gear.
It should be. I thought.
Square button equipped. Fugitive. Fugitive jersey. 1-star quality. Hazmat mask. 2-star quality. Headgear strong constitution.
Gear.
Protects your eyes from poison set.
Yeah, it should be on.
Hazmat mask. 2-star quality. Headgear strong constitution. Protects your eyes from poison set. 1/5. Headgear equipped. Chest gear.
Yeah, it says equipped.
Gear not owned. Leg gear not owned. Foot gear not owned.
Oh, was I supposed to grab more than just the head?
1-star quality. Rifle stats.
Is there anything else I'm supposed to grab here? Because I grabbed the hazmat.
7 accuracy. 3/5. Gold square button.
Well, I don't know.
Gear up.
Gold square button.
Let's see. I mean, I've got the headgear on. I didn't have...
Can't fight if you're dead.
Let me look here.
Workbench. Press R1 button.
Oh, okay, it's a workbench. Okay.
Workbench. Press
Another
R1 button to
workbench.
switch to the arsenal tab. Workbench. Press arsenal.
Yeah, so what am I missing?
Fugitive beads.
Hang on.
Foul.
Okay, I was just saying, that's not talking now.
Munitions pant. Fugitive kicks. 1-star. Fugitive beads. 1-star quality. Wrist gear casual set. Fugitive kicks. 1-star quality.
Yeah, that's all I
Gear
have. So unless there's
Fugitive
other...
jersey. 1-star.
I got a
Fugitive
jersey.
1-star quality. Chest
I
gear
did.
casual set. 4/4. Chest gear equipped. Wrist gear equipped. Leg gear owned. Foot gear
I can figure
equipped.
this out. I
Square
was going to
button,
say,
equip set. Triangle button.
can I open this
inspect.
door?
Cross button.
No?
Change. Press R1 button to switch to the Amigos tab. L3 button. Toggle headgear. Circle button. Back.
Yeah, so either there's gear that I haven't gotten yet, or is there anything else down here? Just a bunch of rocks and stuff.
You got a death wish? Gear up.
What do we got in here? Maybe there's something in here. But I was going to say I would end with the flamethrower, because, you know, I love starting things on fire. But we did that a little bit earlier, so rather than mess with whatever this guy is wanting,
Can't fight if you're dead.
I might just do that off camera. But again, you know, you can kind of see all of the accessibility features that are included in the game. You can see a little bit of jank here and there with, you know, just kind of looking around and with the menus and things like that, kind of jumping around a little bit. But I mean, I'm so glad that as complex and as many systems as there are in this game, I'm very glad that especially the text-to-speech and the larger text and the color options exist. One thing I would love to see in future Far Cry games is, instead of just having the diamond in the general direction of where you're supposed to go, I would love to see an actual, like, in-world path. You know, like the Fable Breadcrumbs or Red Faction Guerrilla, Saints Row 3 and 4, where they have the arrows, or even Ubisoft's own Watch Dogs Legion. They had those glowy arrows on the streets. So once I have something set as a waypoint on my map, to be able to not just say, oh, spin around and look for that diamond, but here's a path. Because, you know, like, yeah, if I look for the diamond, that doesn't mean I can just make a beeline there. I might have to go up and around a mountain, or, you know, cross a bridge or something. So it would be really nice to have that kind of, you know, even like Rage 2 did that kind of a thing in an open world. So having that both for on foot and in a vehicle would be the next step for navigation, at least visually. And if you can somehow tie that to be an audible guide where you can somehow audibly follow the in-world navigation arrow that's on the ground for a totally blind player, a la The Last of Us 2, or, you know, you combine something like that, that would be even better. But anyway, that is a quick look at a little bit of gameplay and the overall accessibility features of Far Cry 6. Thank you again to Ubisoft for providing the review code for this video, and I hope this video was helpful for everybody. Like the video if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. As the guy's just moving around there, that's kind of funny. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I will chat with you again later.